Hello everybody, welcome back to Space Pickle Designs. Today I'm going to show you what I've made with the specialty Soft Flex design kit for this month. If you'd like to see that, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I haven't even gone through the whole kit, but I made quite a few things already. So I just wanted to share this as inspiration video. I'll start off with the rings here. I made 2 rings, one in 2 different tones. I made a bronzy, like an antique copper bronze mix one and a gold one. And that's because these roses that came in the Jesse James bead mix did not have holes. So I just used an adjustable ring form, and then I added wire. And I think they're just cute, simple little rings. And that is what those look like. Next, I did the set that I immediately thought of when I saw this kit. I'll zoom you out. And it's just attaching those ceramic beads. And I saved 2 for some earrings here on some Soft Flex. And I think that, yeah, this is the leather cord, but I used the Soft Flex ends with it. So this is what it looks like all together. And this is just super simple, but this is going to be something that I can wear with so many different things. So I'll bring you in to see the detail here. So I just took most of those ceramic beads and I just strung them on this brown Soft Flex, and I used antique copper findings. And I did use the silver silk findings with this, along with a nice clasp that I got from Adornable Elements when I was subscribed to them. So there's that, and then these are just the super simple earrings. I just used a little antique copper spacer bead just to make sure that that wouldn't fall off the head pin. So I'm excited to wear this. I think this will get a lot of use in my daily rotation when it comes to wearing civilian clothes, which I don't do a lot, but this one will definitely go with so many things. Next, I have a pair of earrings, and I used some of those check button beads, but I painted them to bring out their design. So I painted with a bronze and a dark gold, and then I actually used a relief block and sanded it. And I did a little messy wrap. This is a mixed metal one here, but I had some of those like satin beads from the mix left, and I did a super large loop there just for some visual interest. So that's what those look like. Next up, let me go ahead and show these guys here. So I did some gold tone earrings here using that cage bead. Or I get, it's not, I mean, I don't, is it a bead? Just using this little cage down there. I was really feeling the larger loops today for some reason. But yeah, I just kept it simple up top and kept it in that monochromatic kind of space. So I think these are pretty cute too. But I probably will be donating these. Okay, so the next one are using those giant Jesse James beads that a lot of people said were scuffed, and mine were scuffed as well. So there are the brown crystals down here, but I just threw some paint on them and let it dry. So it's like a cream paint. And I kind of like how it turned out because it still shimmers through the parts that weren't painted. But now you can actually use the bead because before I wasn't able to use those beads on their own. They were just too scuffed up. So there are those. Those are some eye catchers right there. Next up, I used my favorite beads out of the Jesse James bead mix, and those were those like faceted ovals. I also took these metal beads and I put a silver wash on them. So they didn't come like that originally, they just were kind of like that metal tone. I put a silver wash on them, used silver findings, and I think these would be great with a lot of different outfits as well. So those are super fun and really dressy. I have 2 things left, and they're both like tied for my favorites, I guess. But I'll go ahead and show these. These are some Soft Flex earrings I made, and I used that like antique white capture chain, and I used the big hole beads from the mix here. So I did pull in my own findings for this just because I was just feeling them. And I see that it came with some silver, but I wanted to do some bronze or some antique gold with this as well. So definitely gonna use those. I know it's a super simple design. I know a lot of people that use silver silk will do this shape, but it's classic. I mean, just look at them. I love them. Lots of good detailing. I mean, with materials like this, you really don't need to do much. You know, I always have to fight the urge of like, just, hey, let me take it a step down from what I'm thinking, because I always want to take it to the 100th degree, but, you know, honestly, it doesn't need that a lot of times. Okay, last up here is this bracelet and necklace set. And it was just because when I saw these gold beads with this, the metallic flower bead and the antique copper, I was just really loving that combination, and I don't know. So I did the same thing pretty much, but I just made one a magnetic clasp bracelet. Let's see if we can get that on to show you here. Yeah, magnetic clasp bracelet. And I like my bracelets a little bit more loose. I like to be able to spin them. So there's the bracelet. And then I did the same thing. It's the same design with the necklace. I just attached some leather and some findings on the back. So I'll zoom you in to show you the detail. So for the metallic bead on this one, instead of the silver wash that we did on the earrings, I did a bronze wash, or a goldish bronze wash on these to bring out that color in those fire polish. And I just thought that strand was just a really pretty strand to include. And this is sparkly enough to where it's like, okay, that's like, that looks really nice, but it's not too much to where you're just like, are you going to the prom, or like, are you going to the ball? Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that look, but you know. So I just finished it off by doubling over a piece of faux suede here, and I doubled it up, and I just did a little wire wrap around some more antique copper findings. So that's definitely going to be a nice little piece that you can use with jeans, even like a nice little office outfit, say you're wearing some khakis or whatever. And there you go for those. Quickly, I did want to show you what I still had left. So I have quite a few beads here, right? And I still have that really cool pendant and all the findings. I didn't use any of the silver findings this time. I still have a whole spool of the soft flex wire. I have a bunch of these button beads, as well as all of the piggy beads, and quite a few beads left from the bead mix, as well as this string of 2 whole square beads here. And so I'm just gonna put them in my stash, and then I'm not gonna try to force it or anything, because I think I got quite a good amount of usable jewelry out of this. I think this one has been like one of my favorites over the past year for sure. Just because, I mean, everything is so neutral. Like, you can wear these pieces with everything. And they're going to go with a lot of different items in your wardrobe already without having to kind of build your outfit around it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these in my stash, and then I'm sure we'll see them in an upcoming video. So let me zoom out and I'll show you everything that I got one last time. Okay, everybody, so here's what I got out of the Soft Flex Design Kit in Specialty. And I think I did pretty good, especially considering I have probably half the supplies left. I know I brought in a couple things this time from my own stash, but I mean, I encourage you to do that. I don't think a lot of people that are buying these kits have zero stash, right? So if you feel like you want to bring in some things, go ahead and do that. I mean, the silver silk ones, oh man. I mean, I actually love every single piece that I made. And not just because I made it or anything. I just really think that the beads that they curated this time around were really, really nice. I was really feeling those nice, warm, metallic tones. So let me know down below which was your favorite piece, which piece that you didn't like. Did you pick up this kit? If it's still in stock, I will link it down below. But I hope you guys are staying safe and well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!